In this presentation, I will be demonstrating the difference between a paste and a paste into. There are two different kinds of pasting, paste and paste into. In one case, we will take a image that we've copied and paste it into a selection that we've made. In the other case, we'll simply take an image and paste it on top of our existing image. Let me demonstrate and show you the difference. If in this image I want to take the sky and replace it with some other background, then I need to select the sky and paste in its place some other image. If all I did was paste, that would be on top and obscuring certain parts of this image, which we wouldn't want to do. If I put that pasted image behind this one, I would never see it because this image is opaque, and I would then not be able to see it. So what I need to do is make a selection of the area that I want to replace and then paste my new image into that selection. So I'm going to use the Magic Wand tool to do that. I'm going to leave the contiguous off because of a number of different areas that are not adjacent to each other, and we'll see how my settings go. Not bad. I have a number of areas that have a little bit of cleaning up to do, and I'll do it relatively quick and not super precise. I have some places where it picked up, looks like some of the trusset plates that I want to remove, so I'm using my modifier key to remove those from my selections. I have some other areas that I want to add to my selections, and we've got some done here. We'll leave that alone. That looks like a truss plate. And let's assume we got pretty much what we wanted with the exception down here. I'm going to switch to my rectangular marquee tool. I'm going to use my subtract, and I am going to then drag a box around those and remove those from my selection. I also have some things with the house that I don't really want to include in that background, as well as some of the trees. So we'll remove some of these items. Alright. And again, you can zoom in and make some of these selections. Alright, let's say that's what we want. I've spent a little bit of time doing this, so I'm going to go up to Select, Save Selection. I'm going to call it Sky. So if I ever lose my selection, I can pretty easily go back. Alright, so what I now need to do is get another image to paste into that selection. And I already have that. I'm going to paste these clouds into that picture. So I'm going to select all of this. I'm going to go to Edit and Copy. I'm going to switch back to my image and now go up to Edit and do a Paste Into. That image is now pasted into that selection, and I can move around. Once, if I have that layer selected, I can move this image around to wherever I want. I can apply filters and do whatever I need to do to make that look more realistic. But I've preserved then parts of my image and put into other places a new image, and it's done that by using a mask. Okay, so let me show you now what a paste will do. I'm going to go to another image, and what I want to do is I want to get this lid and I want to paste it into that other picture, but not using a paste into, but a paste. So I need to select my lid. So I could do this a number of different ways. Let's just go ahead and let's try using the Magic Wand tool. I'm going to leave it as contiguous, and we'll see how close we get. I'm going to use my modifier key. Actually, let me approach this a different way. Let me pick the background. And by picking the background, then I'm going to go ahead and inverse my selection. And then I'm going to remove from that selection the can and part of the brush. We'll remove the other part of the brush. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit so that I can use my lasso using my subtract function. We'll remove that. So I pretty much got the lid. I got a little bit over here I could fix up, but I'm happy with what I've got there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually separate this image from the other and switch to my move tool, click and hold, and drag this into this image. You'll notice that it created a new layer for that image. And I could paste this then any place I wanted to in this image. And notice it covers up wherever it is placed. Let's say I want to put it right here. Obviously it doesn't look very realistic, so I would want to do some transformation. First of all, it's a pretty big lid, and plus the angle is off, making it look not so realistic. And remember, with the transform tool you need to select enter to lock in that selection and be able to go and make other kinds of changes if you wanted to. So that was a paste. I made a selection, didn't pick the whole image, took part of it and pasted it using the paste function, not the paste into. Alright, that concludes the presentation, the difference between a paste and a paste into.